Hi guys, welcome to Learning Math by Examples. Today I'm going to talk about variables with exponents. If you remember, I had a video on the exponents and we went over all the rules and examples that using numbers. But today we're going to talk about the expression with variables that they have exponents. So just to remember, we went over a couple of rules. So in multiplication, we would always add powers. So a squared times a to the power of 4 is the same as a to the power of 2 plus 4. In division, we always subtract powers. B to the power of 5 over b to the power of 3 is the same as b to the power of 5 or 5 minus 3. Also, if we have two powers, we always multiply the first and second. So a squared to the power, the whole thing to the power of 3 is the same as a to the power of 2 times 3. And we went over proving some of these in the last video. We also talked about negative exponent. So anytime we have negative, we just flip and it becomes positive. A to the power of negative 1 is the same as 1 over a to the power of positive 1. There are also two special cases. Exponent of 1 just gives you the same number, and exponent of 0 always results in 1. Now let's look at some examples. How do we simplify expression with variables? A cubed b squared times a b cubed c. So we do the same thing. We just keep the bases and add or subtract the powers based on if it's a division or multiplication. So since we have multiplication here, we say a to the power of 3 plus 1 from the second expression, b to the power of 2 plus 3 times c. And that just simplifies to a to the power of 4 times b to the power of 5 times c. Let's look at another example. We have constants as well here. So 3a cubed b squared times 5a squared b times c. So again, we multiply the constant to each other. We keep 1a. It will be to the power of 3 plus 2. We have b to the power of 2 plus 1, and c just stays the same. And that will give us 15, a to the power of 5, b to the power of 3 times c. Now let's look at some example with divisions. So in the denominator we have 4a cubed b squared c squared. And in the denominator we have 2a squared b cubed c squared. So the constant, we just divide them. And for a, we have a 3 in the denominator and a 2 in the denominator. So that becomes a to the power of 3 minus 2. Similarly, we have b to the power of 2 minus 3 times c to the power of 2 minus 2. So that gives us 2a, the same as a to the power of 1, b to the power of negative 1, c to the power of 0. And if you remember, for anything with the negative power, we can just put it in the denominator and make it, or flip it basically, and make it a positive power. So, and then anything to the power of 0, it's 1. So we just simplify this to 2a divided by b. Now look at this example. 4a cubed b squared c squared, everything to the power of 3 divided by a squared, 8a squared b to the power of 8. So here we have to first simplify the denominator and distribute the power of 3 into all terms, and then we can simplify with the denominator. So here we're going to have 4 to the power of 3. A will be to the power of 3 times 3, b to the power of 2 times 3, c to the power of 2 times 3. So 64a to the power of 9, b to the power of 6, c to the power of 6, divided by 8, a squared, b to the power of 8. So let's just simplify right here. So we know that a squared can get canceled, and we're going to be left with a to the power of 7 in the denominator. Similarly, b to the power of 6 can go away, and we will have a b to the power of 2 in the denominator. Also, we can simplify 8 with 64, which will give us another 8 in the denominator. So we will have 8, a to the power of 7, c to the power of 6 divided by b squared. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and also ding the bell to get notified with any new video that I put. Thank you so much.